Hello, 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 and welcome to my week 1 Terraforming Mars Guild challenge run. And the immediate question you might have is, didn't we already do this in the announcement run where I gawked over $50, yada yada? Well, if you notice in the comments or the description, I missed a rule for week 1. The rule is you had to play as Mining Guild and try and make the Mining Guild work and see how best you could do with 10 chosen starting cards, picking no more cards up along the way, yada yada. All the other rules were correct, but I missed that we had to specifically choose the Mining Guild. So I went back to the drawing board, I drew up a new plan of attack, and I figured I would share it with you today. So, resume. Again, if you need any guidance on what the rules are for your own submission, or how to mod the game to put in all of your stuff and choose 10 starting cards that you want, the link to the Discord will be in the description of this video. You can join in. There's lots of people that understand all the things that are happening, and we have some good resources that'll walk you through how to do it yourself. So if that interests you, please come and join us. And now I'm going to jump into my strategy for this week's submission. First off, Mining Guild has $30 to start, so if you take all 10 cards, which I wanted, you have 0 cash dollars left. So I figured the first thing we would do is mining rights, overpaying with steel, and if we scoop up 2 steel doing it, then we actually have enough left to do mining area adjacent to that. So right out the gate, we're up to our 5 steel production. Now for me, that's a key number, in that yes, we have a lot of steel cards, so hopefully we'll use it on other things, but Electro Catapult will use up one of our steels every round for $7, and Aquifer Pumping uses up 4 steel to buy an ocean every round. So 5 steel is actually our sweet spot, and everything else we're going to be doing just for fun, because we think it's the best way of terraforming with only a select number of cards. Whenever I'm limited to cards, I always go for some ones in common, so we can't grab any of these. The ones in common are Standard Technology. Obviously, I think this one's the biggest no-brainer. If anybody submits a solution without Standard Technology, you know, especially if you've got a high score with it, oh my god. And then Arctic Algae, I just think is a workhorse, right? You spend $3 on the card, $12 to play it, and then 9 times 2 is 18, plus the plant you get right away on it, so you get like 20 plants. That's 3 greeneries for a $12 investment. It's not actually 3 greeneries, it's like 2.5, but still. So this round, I think what I want is to power plant. I could go for the mole hole area immediately, but I think we're going to hold off a turn on it and go for the Electro Catapult. Now power plant I grabbed just because it was the cheapest 1 energy that I felt I could afford on turn 1, and still get the $7 income from that started. We don't have enough for any more cards, and now the setup is ready. We've got steel income, we've got a steel being sold every round. Now it's time to get that heat production sky high. I can't grab any of these. I already played half of those cards. So now we jump into Mohole. And because we have the ability to place a greenery on an ocean tile, I like the idea of citying in here and like in here, which means this, I will want it to be a greenery. So I'll put the mole hole here. Now, whatever cards we just grabbed, no matter what they are, we need to sell them. Though I'd love to keep mangroves. And then we will copy a building tag, and we will copy the mole hole area. So once again, up to 8 heat pretty quickly. We're still floating a lot of cash, so that to me indicates that we're not really well optimized in our run already, but that's fine. I'm having a good time so far, and I feel like we're on to something good here. Getting lots of cash. I mean, because I didn't use the cash the turn I played it, I really wonder if when I played Electro Catapult, I really should have played Mole Hole Area 1 turn sooner. But is it worth $7 to get 4 heat? Likely, especially since right now, because we're 2 bumps away from this heat bump, I think I'm going to Oh, come on. I didn't play standard tech first. What a huge mistake that I had to commit to there. Yikes! People aren't going to like that. I'm not going to like that. That's like a huge facepalm. I kind of got carried away there thinking I had already played it. Just goes to show that even when you're a professional like myself, you can still make huge mistakes. And now I wanted to do another heat bump, but I'm short on cash. Because I still don't have Aquifer. Not Aquifer. Oh, I'm not short on cash because I can sell a steel. And then, despite having lost $6 already, we can still make this work. Yikes. So yeah, if you want to beat my submission, all you need to do is do exactly the same setup and not make that mistake. You'll end up with $6 more, and you can improve. You can do bumps a little bit earlier. That pools over onto other things. You know how this game works. It's just explosive. No cards, thank you. Aquifer pumping. Let's see. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we could get 8 bumps, which is what we need because the 9th is free. If we start Aquifer pumping next turn, so we may as well save our steel to get Aquifer pumping in the following turn, which means we don't need Arctic Algae, which means we might as well spend our money on something else. We have approximately 5 heat bumps every 4 rounds. So we should have 10 heat bumps plus 1 for free. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I think I can do 2 more heat bumps, and that's it for heat bumps this game. I mean, that feels right. I don't know if some weird heat breakpoints are going to come into play, or the fact that I already had enough heat in the bowl that maybe that actually means I'll get to another one. But, you know, we're going to make it. We're going to make it, kids. So let's play Arctic Algae before pumping Aquifers, because, like, that's the next mistake I figured I would make. And then you go here. Now this is devastating, having 7 plants and $17. If I had $6 more, I could buy a greenery right now, which would get us an oxygen bump, and it would get us enough plants to get another greenery. So, but who knows? Maybe I wasn't able to afford everything on that round. It just feels dirty. There's nothing about this that doesn't leave me kicking myself on the way out the door going, you screwed up. But hopefully we can move past it. So I want a city here, which means I want a city here. That's the 2 immediate city spots I know that I'm going to want. Am I buying a city this round? I might. Because I don't want to waste any ocean adjacency, you know? So, standard project city here. Okay, okay, people like that. People like that. Then we go here with a greenery. Now, if only I could get 2 plants somehow. City, 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 city. Trying to think if I want to build a city here, or if I'm going to want them here and here. Or if I just put it in this, like, do I just put it in the center? Yeah, I just put it in the center, it's fine. So that gives me 2 more plants this round. And with that, I will put a greenery. I mean, this spot's worth 2 plants right now, so I may as well do that. So now I can put greeneries kind of wherever I like, because I've invested in all the cities to have the locations. So now it's all about filling out those oceans. I mean, obviously, we are taking none of these cards, because that is the rules. Couple more bumps. A little bit of money, thank you. And if I build an aquifer over here, that's good. Right? Oh, I thought that would get us up to the correct number. It did not. So let's keep going down this greenery path, get a little bit more plants. That gets us up to the correct number. I could get a city. If I get a city here, then I can get one here. Yeah, okay. I feel like I'm investing heavily in cities, but I just have this expectation that we're going to be just fine. $19 a float is a lot of cash, though. Makes me want to buy a heat bump, but we still have 5 more productions, which is at least 6 heat bumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus the one we get for free. So it's just a waste of cash. Unless we're trying to go for the Finnish Terraforming Early award, but I don't think that's in the cards when you've built 3 cities already. So let's continue on. And let's start filling out this pocket so that we can finally get those greeneries and cities. Greenery here is fine. Greenery here is fine. Well, I know that I'm going to have a city in here. So I'll put that one down first. And then, well, these ones give me plants back, so I'd still rather go for these ones instead of this spot here, despite this one obviously becoming a 3-point city spot, or creating one. Oh, that actually gave me enough greeneries this round. Perfect. And that means next round we get our free ocean in addition to the ocean we buy with steel. So the board's filling out pretty good. You can see, nice line across the equator. Big ol' heat bump, giving us a big ol' ocean. And now our steel's going to start piling up because I've gone over the magic number of 5 production that we had in the very first turn. Which is fine. Doesn't hurt us. It's just like a big ol' why, you know, like why. We will build a city as requested right here. And that's going to make this a decent city spot too, isn't it? Ain't it? Greenery, please. Just here is fine. We're just filling out the board right now. We can worry about building cities in a little bit. Well, though I say that, and I'm like, actually, I'd really like to get in on this cash money down here. With a city location right on the waterfront. Feels weird not to maximize the value that the neutrals could give us, but just building off ourselves is fine. Noctis City would be great. I'd love to grab it, but that would be cheating. We don't like cheaters around here. We'd like to keep buying those oceans up. This is going to give us a card, which we will immediately sell. It also gave us 2 plants because we are amazing at this game. We're just so good. I'm trying to figure out, like, I definitely want a greenery in here. Because there's so much money back from it, which means I definitely want a city here. Which means I definitely want a greenery. We still have 2 more generations of just throwing down greeneries in cities, eh? Abai? That's a lot. Oh, I should have built the city with this one, because that doesn't actually give us a TR, because we maxed it out, so a city would have given us an additional $1 next round. So that's $7 that I may have missed already. Pretty bad. Aquifer pumping, you don't say. Collecting our steel tax monies. Going up here because this is adjacency, so $2. The heat bump we get next round, so we just continue with cities. So city here is good, creates 3 points. A city here is good because that gives us a double, and it's worth 2. For the same reason, a city here is good because it gives us some double. It's 2 plus a 2-point greenery. Well, 3-point greenery technically, but who's counting other than me? And we terraform the planet just by basically doing our clicks. I have not missed anything. We've terraformed exactly on generation 14, which is our deadline. See, we're punctual people. We get things done when we say we will. And there you go. So now it's just maximizing points. I mean, 2 3-point granaries seem to me to be the absolute bee's knees of scoring points. And then another greenery here? No. No, no, no. I mean, we're short on plants by 2, which is really too bad. So, we're short $2. Had I gotten... Oh, I should have gone here for $4. Oh my god, there's another optimization. Going here would have given me $4 instead of 2. With 2 more dollars, that would give me enough for a greenery. We could have scored an additional point. Not to mention the fact that we're down by 2 plants somehow. If the neutral city hadn't been here, we could have gotten 1 more. But I don't think I see 2. Either way, this has been a lot of fun. A lot of fun indeed. A little bit of maths to really figure out a path for the absolute optimal run could go a long way. But 109 seems just fine to me. I hope you enjoyed. I sure did, and I'll see you in the next one.